Hey folks, welcome to my channel. My name is Patdees, the traveling picker. I do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. So as you can see by the thumbnail, I am gonna try out Whatnot, and why not? It's an opportunity that's there, and it's probably not even that new. It's probably been around, honestly, if you look into it. It's probably been around for 3 or 4 years or something like that. So I just noticed it's been getting a lot of attention in the reselling community this past year, and I've noticed it more often. And at first I was like, well, it's another, but yeah, there's so far, I don't see any cons of trying it out. I see more positives or more pros to give it a shot, and why not? Or whatnot. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. All right, thanks for watching my little 12-second traveling picker trailer there. Me flying. I did film that, and I like the upbeat of the music. That's why I don't change it. And it's always hard making those. Do you do too much? Do you do anything at all? But it's just a nice way that when you see it, well, you recognize that this is my channel, and since I made it, there's effort that was put into making that. So. But my friend actually, and I just bought this past week. I bought something from Auctions for You, T. So she was the one that actually referred me probably about 6 months ago, and I was like, and I had been doing in the last 2 years, occasionally on her channel and on my friend Steve Alcorn's channel, I would participate. Usually in it, but that is usually the only. Now I did pop in on a couple little channels over the last 2.5 years. Sometimes I'd pop in and sell 3 items for like 5-10 minutes at a time, and but it was it was a little bit more of a hangout, and I don't know how serious it, and then you're waiting and things like that, and. For me to honestly sit still for more than 2 hours, or sometimes you're there because you're waiting for other people to go like that, it just didn't kind of vibe with me what I wanted to do, and sometimes it was spur of the moment. But I did actually, and then I bought these, and if you guys get a chance, in the description, check out T Auctions for You YouTube channel. So. It's another way, even Whatnot, it's another way to network, and not network really even with other resellers. So I got these 2 salt and pepper shakers, and one thing I've noticed, especially if you're newer on Whatnot, you're not getting top dollar for a lot of the stuff that you're selling, but that's okay, because it gives the buyer a chance to grab something that's affordable, and the seller, they have to know what they pay for stuff. So at the end of the day, when they're bringing stuff, just like me tonight, and it's gonna be tonight. I'm gonna release this video. I'm recording this Saturday at around noontime. I'm gonna release this video right after. So tonight at 11 o'clock on my Whatnot channel, and I'm just gonna go strictly by my name, Patdees. What happened was, and sometimes people. It's funny because sometimes go, there's the traveling picker. I say, well, sometimes you can call me Patdees. It's just that, the traveling picker is more of the channel name on YouTube. And sometimes with, when I first came on YouTube, I was Patdees72. And 72, was a reference to old email and my year that I was born. And I like to talk about stocks, the rule of 72. And little did I know about YouTube that you can't be actually talking about too much on one channel because then people are like, well, what's he about? So that was a problem too, is that when people kind of came across my channel, well, what is even dropping to 72? What's Patdees? What's that? You know, it's not like, and I had vision, you know, like David Letterman, like, you know, when you saw David, well, you didn't see David. If you saw David Letterman, obviously you knew who he was, but if you saw Letterman, you knew. So, but he took so long to establish that, and obviously being in the public eye. So really wanted to, you know, well, as soon as you saw the traveling picker, and you know what that means. Well, a guy like, you know, American Pickers is my favorite show, and Letterman was my favorite talk show, and that's what I really wanted my channel to be about. But anyways, and I'm babbling on here, but I just decided to on Instagram and Facebook I still have the travel, but I thought, you know what, it doesn't, you know, I think on Whatnot that's different. If you Patdees, you throw yourself underneath a category that night. Hey, it's Patdees here. He's selling baseball cards tonight, and that's what's I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna give it a shot. And down below, also, there's a referral code. I guess get $10. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I'm new to this, so there's never no really manual. I did the onboarding last night, and I got approved pretty quick. I just applied. I finally made the decision about a week ago. And I was gonna wait to the beginning of the year, and I'm like, why wait? Let's get it rocking and rolling. I already screwed up because last night I did the test mode, and it said I was live, and it said, oh, you're live, and I'm like, well, I didn't make sure, so I ended it like probably 30-40 seconds in, and you can't, I don't know how to delete the show, so it looks like, and then I got an email, well, success, you did your first show. And so then I had to clone that one and copy and make it up for tonight, because it said you could restart the live stream, but I don't know what the time limit was, so I didn't want to get to be 11 o'clock tonight, because I sat there making up lots and things that I wanted to bring tonight, like the cards and stuff, and I typed them all in. That way, when I'm ready to go, instead of typing them in, I can just hit start. And I've been watching, you know, like I said, T. So I picked up these actually real quick, and let me go back to this salt and pepper shaker. They're cute. They say New York and stuff like that. They're unique, you know. Something to honestly support T, support the channel. Get something for $5. What the heck? And that's one thing I like is you know, I think sometimes even with YouTube auctions, people feel, and I got one more set here. Sometimes people feel like, you know, they're kind of like boxed out, because sometimes some stuff goes for, now I'm sure on Whatnot there are things I see it all. Perfect example is Rally Roots. I see them selling t-shirts, and I actually bought some stuff from them the other day, and I'm going to do a video on that to see if I can flip. Can you flip stuff from Whatnot and actually make money, or are you the end buyer there? So I bought a dress that was brand new. They were selling out of an Amazon mystery box. So, oh yeah, here's the San Francisco, the train cars. So it's funny because the two things that I bought basically are tied to cities, San Francisco and New York. So I'm not going to sell these, honestly. I like that I could tell a story with these. So I'll put them somewhere in a cabinet, up on a shelf somewhere, and I could say I got these from T Auctions for you, and you know, sort of the push into wanting to do Whatnot. So, you know, another factor in me, if you guys been watching this channel, is, and I'm sorry if I'm rattling a lot of noise here, guys, I buy a lot of pallets, and I'm offering the pallet memberships on the channel, and it's totally a mystery box, and last month it did pretty good. Didn't get no negative feedback, but did get some people say, oh, I didn't want no clothes. But again, like the way I buy it, when I buy 2 pallets, there could be there's housewares, there's towels, there's toys, there's all kinds of things that are from Target. Now obviously there's no food, or there's no big in that there traditionally never is like a chainsaw laying in there or something like that, and you know, on a $50 box or a $100 box, you're not going to mail a $300 chainsaw, because even it would cost $100 probably to ship the darn thing. So, but I wanted to offer, and that's another thing, is on even this coming Monday, I am going to do probably about, I'm trying to put together 5 pallet boxes. They're not going to be obviously mystery because you'll get to see them. So I'm going to actually do my first auction here on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to put together probably 10 to 15 things per box. Start out at $50 and $10 flat shipping fee, and I've always, if you look back, and that was a thought that just came to my head. If you remember me going on T, I've always done mystery boxes or boxes with, you know, variety of stuff, and I've always gave away stuff. I mean, even when I go on T auction for you, and she allows me to come on, I give things to viewers and stuff like that. So this whatnot will lend well with me, because like I got 2 giveaways I'm going to do tonight. One will be a T-shirt, and one will obviously be card related, and you don't have to buy nothing to enter the giveaway. So if you guys come over there tonight and just stop in and just say hello. Tonight I'm gonna do cards, and I want to do affordable, even affordable cards. I want to, you know, $3, $4, $5. That's okay at the end of the day. And you know, as a seller, I think if you close your eyes and sort of get a negative image about it, that oh, other people didn't like it. In other words, well, that's maybe them. Maybe they have reasons why they don't. But for me, as long as you're willing to accept, at the end of the day, if you start out $3, you've said to your audience you're willing to accept $3. So there's no complaint there. I like that, though, because sometimes, you know, like especially with cards, you go into the store now, cards are $10, $15, $20. So it's sometimes a way of someone to even spend $3 or $4 and maybe get something. Of course, the shipping at the first item is $3.50, but they do offer, where even on eBay, a lot of sellers don't do that, or eBay doesn't do it on its own, even if you try the combined shipping. So someone could get 2 lots of cards and spend $6 and $4, $10 for 2 lots. Now, you know, and you know, you sit there and run the numbers as a seller. Even if you did 30 lots, if you took 2 minutes and did the little bit longer version, you know, you could do $60 to $100 an hour and still make, you know, money. You got to know your numbers. You got to know what you paid for things, and you got to know what you're willing to accept. You can't go by, just like me, can't go by, and I've watched Rally Roots over the past 6 months. Harry Tornado's done very well. My friend Brian, Mr. Buys a Lot, is doing. I bought some things this past week from Brian. I'm like, whoa, it was such a good deal. I bought some posters from him from like $7, $8 that he usually sells in his eBay store for $20. I bought some. I'm going to keep them up probably as back displays or something like that, and because in the future, also what I want to do with the palettes is that I'm working on a place where basically I'm going to call it a studio, but I'll have like a room set up where I can have the camera and a computer, sort of like what Rally Roots does, is that I can physically, now like tonight when I do the cards, I have to actually go to Five Below when I'm done here and get a mount so that I can put it on the counter and kind of show the cards. But I want to get where there's a camera, and then I have computer, and I can do the palette stuff and build a box and some unique stuff where people could come in, and maybe someone doesn't want a whole box of different things. Maybe somebody, I come across something and somebody wants you know what, I'll buy that jacket for $12, and normally the jacket's $30, and so it's a way for people to save money. It's a way for me to, you know, when I'm buying by the pallets, don't forget, I'm getting stuff cheaper, so I can also pass it off as cheaper. So that is going to be it, I think. I've 11 o'clock tonight on Whatnot, Patdees, down below in the description. Use that link, get $10. And you know what I like about, again, and networking? It's a way, I think people are funny. You know, everybody thinks that when you sell, you know, Amazon customers are sometimes different from eBay customers. Well, Whatnot customers may be different. Maybe people have abandoned eBay and aren't going to buy their own money, but they're willing to, oh, Whatnot's a new thing. Or Whatnot has a new customer base that wants to have that. It sort of reminds me a little bit like TikTok, people, that instant gratification, seeing shorts and things like that, small, you know, small clips. Well, people, hey, I want to get in there. Oh, I see something. and I want to buy it right away, and it's 2 minutes, and I pay, you know, because once you hit the start button. So I'm going to do, I don't want to be locked into doing anything. I think when I applied, I said I'm going to sell toys and cards. I think that's what I exactly said. But, and I had talked to Mr. Buys a Lot, Brian. I think he's in a unique situation where all the different stuff he buys, he could really tap into different audience. Now, they're like me. I'm not going to watch a Pokemon one. So right now, I only have around 26, 28 followers, so I don't anticipate a big, you know, I mean, might be a 45-minute show tonight. I don't know. Obviously, we're not gonna talk about a pack of cards for 10 minutes and then start the button. So we'll probably get it started and then hit the start button and see where it goes from there. So I hope you guys will join me over there tonight. Even if you don't buy something, we are giving 2 giveaways, and you don't have to buy something to enter the giveaways. But there's going to be affordable cards over there at $4 or $5. We're going to do 20 lots, and I could see myself doing this maybe once a week in the future. I am getting ready to travel, heading down actually to Florida, and I am not flying this time. My other family members are flying, but I am coming down through, and you're going to see me in a couple days. I'm going to be on T Auctions for You, and I'm going to bring a couple lots to sell there. And I know she talked about maybe doing some other things, maybe thrifting or a storage unit possible down there. Is that, looks like the sun is cutting through my head here. But I'm also going to meet with other YouTubers, you know, maybe for me also wanting to grow my YouTube channel. And I want people to discover me maybe on Whatnot, and they check out my video and they like them and they subscribe and follow me, and you gain more that way. But I don't want to just rely on just one vehicle, meaning I don't want to just rely on Amazon or eBay. I want to do and Whatnot. If you're willing to talk and you're not afraid to go on camera, even if you don't go on camera, those times like you're willing to talk and do it. And if you can be organized and get that stuff shipped out, you know, when you do this, you got to put it aside and boom, print your labels off and get it out the next day. And I can tell you that Amazon, that's been discipline in me already, and I've shipped at least approximately 7,000 packages in the last 2 years doing Amazon. So if you're new to this channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Patdees. Come and check out my Whatnot. I'd appreciate the like and subscribe over here at YouTube, and it doesn't cost you nothing. And you come over and just come over tonight and say hello. So maybe I'm at 26, 28 followers, something like that on Whatnot. Maybe I can double to 56 tonight. So there's over 4,000 here on YouTube. It'd be nice to translate a little bit of that over there. So, all right, guys, this was a real quick video. I know, yeah, real quick, Pat. It's at 18 minutes, but I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys again.